Everything on Coruscant is huge. You see those city towers as we flew in? How many people you figure live in those? Millions?
Looks like some of the city towers lost a few levels.
Heard the Sith Empire hit this planet pretty hard. Even knocked the Jedi Temple off its pedestal. Want to find Skavik before we're too old to shoot straight? We're gonna need local help.
Got someone particular in mind?
I happen to know the perfect guy. There's a gambler named Darmus Palarin who keeps tabs on everything worth knowing about Coruscant. Good man. You'll like him.
What else do you know?
Vidu called him an information broker. When Darmus isn't playing Sabak, he buys and sells the kind of answers we need. I still have Vidu's hollow-frequency contacts, and Darmus is one of them. Give me a second, and we'll talk to the man himself.
Corso, is that you? It's been too long, you rascal. What brings you to Coruscant?
A friend and I are in a real bind. Is there a place we can meet you?
Of course. Come to my private cantina booth. I'm here now, winning my 10th hand of Sabak against a very persistent rodeo. Hope you don't mind the occasional blaster fire. The cantina is in a rowdy part of Coruscant.
I just came from a war zone. I'm used to blaster fire.
I had a feeling you were more than a tourist.
Keep your comlink channel open, Darmus. I've got some bad news about Vidu. I'll bring Darmus up to speed while we travel, Captain.
Don't tell Darmus anything he doesn't need to know.
You got it.
Welcome, my friend. I'm Darmus Palarin, Sabak player and information resource without equal.
Nice to meet you. I'm the fastest blaster in the galaxy.
I guess congratulations are in order. I wasn't aware that competition had been settled. Good for you. Sorry to hear about Vidu. He was a man of refined taste and a terrible card player. I'll truly miss him. Life is like Sabak. The trick is to quit while you're ahead and enjoy your winnings. Exactly how I'll spend my twilight years.
I'll still be flying around this galaxy 100 years from now.
I like your spirit, Captain. Sometimes I think I'm already too old for this business. Now, I know this isn't a social call. Corso says you have troubles, and I'm prepared to help.
A man named Skavik stole my freighter and brought it here.
Corso mentioned a cargo hold full of stolen blasters, and the infamous Rogun the Butcher, too. My sympathies. Skavik is well known in the galactic underworld. He's earned death sentences across the galaxy for everything from armed robbery to kidnapping. He's known to be in the Sith Empire's pocket, and he even cheats at cards. I'm happy to help you find him.
If there's one thing I hate, it's a card cheat.
In my book, if you can only win by cheating, you shouldn't be playing the game at all. Soon as Corso mentioned Skavik's name, I alerted all my best informants. I'm getting some interesting leads.
What did I tell you, Captain? Darmus can find out anything. We'll have Skavik in no time.
And how much do you want for your information, Darmus?
Nothing, my friend. I couldn't live with myself taking advantage of a man who lost his starship. Skavik recently used the services of a data slicer named Kixie in the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. Quite talented, I hear.
I'll say this. The man has a way with women.
I don't think it's a romantic relationship. Skavik doesn't cavort with aliens. Even near humans like Kixie. Kixie might be able to help you flush Skavik out of hiding. Be careful, though. The Guild is well armed and doesn't like outsiders. Excuse me, but I noticed some delightful young ladies in desperate need of attention. Duty calls.
I must need some blasted data card to open this thing.
There's bound to be somebody around here with a clearance pass. You ready for some more action, Captain?
Awfully nice of the guild to leave a clearance pass with their security patrol.
Monitoring you on the security network. You sure know how to make an entrance.
Guess we found our slicer. But why does this room look like a prison?
Because it is a prison. Thanks for noticing. Whatever issues you're having with the guild, I'm on your side. I'm just a slave here.
I'm not here to blast you.
Then is there any chance you're here to free me? Because I'm definitely ready to not be here. The guild locked me up 2 years ago. Forced me to work for them. I'll do anything to get out. What do you need?
We'll be on Skavik's trail and I'll free you.
Finding his trail is easy. Just look for the slime. I knew that Corellian pig lizard Skavik had ticked off the wrong person. No wonder he was in such a hurry. Skavik paid the guild to clean his identity record. They made me slice into the Republic's main database and delete all his arrest warrants.
You just cracked open the Republic's database and changed things?
That's what I do. The Republic administrators never even knew I was there. Sorry, but that's all I know about Skavik. I'm not sure how else to help you.
I want you to make that scum's life miserable.
I don't know about miserable, but I think I can put him on the defensive. Take away his spotless identity record, and Skavik can't walk 10 meters without attracting attention. He'll be a lot easier to find. I can ruin Skavik's identity record for you in no time. If I do that, will you let me go?
I want Skavik's record dirtier than a sewer on Hutta.
In other words, just the way I found it. No problem. I saved copies of everything I erased from Skavik's identity record. All I have to do now is transfer the data back. There. Easy. The minute he passes an identity checkpoint, it'll trigger an alarm.
A gangster put a price on my head. Can you fix that?
Thing about gangsters is, getting in trouble with them is easy. Getting out? That's something else. Sorry, I can't help you there. Okay, let me go now, so I can make it out before they lock this place down.
I was always planning to let you go.
Thank you, you're my hero.
Maybe we should go check in with Darmus, see if he's got any new info on Skavik.
Foreman spotted you leaving the Migrant Merchants Guild. I trust Kixie was useful?
Kixie did a real number on Skavik's identity record.
On a world this crowded with people and technology, he can't hide for long.
My sources reveal Skavik is doing business with the Black Sun Gang. A dangerous friendship for all sorts of reasons.
Black Sun is notorious for keeping holo recordings of all their meetings. No doubt they preserve the highlights of Skavik's visit.
I doubt Black Sun just lets anybody peek at their hollows.
Black Sun fragments its recordings over several computers to prevent unauthorized viewing. You'll have to assemble the relevant footage by accessing each computer.
I should warn you, Black Sun controls an entire sector of Coruscant. They're thugs with the most horrible manners. Do be careful. Good luck.
Well, well, the Jackal of the Stars himself pays me a visit. Long time no see, Skavik. You must really need my help, huh?
Urbax, buddy, you're such a cynical guy. Can't I just be paying an old friend a visit?
You and friends is the funniest thing I've heard all year. Get to the point before I stop laughing.
A long man from the Outer Rim is sticking to me like a Minoc on a power coupling. I need somebody to scrape him off.
Lawman, huh? Sounds like that'll cost you double.
Whatever it takes. Look, I'm in a rush to wrap up with the business here. Besides, finding a word for my friends makes me feel good.
Nice. So where is this little parasite you want me to remove?
He's at a docking bay in the spaceport, and he's alone. I'm sure he won't give a burly scrapper like you much trouble.
I guarantee he won't. Oh, and I'll be wanting my payment in advance.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Urbax. You enjoy yourself.
It might be this lawman knows how to find Skavik. We'd better try to save him. Let's go bust up that party at the spaceport, Captain.
This was fun, little mouse. But we're done playing. Time to die. I can't figure out if this Sullistan's deaf or just stupid.
You see those ears? Sullistans have excellent hearing.
I told you, idiot, to watch that door. Do I have to do everything myself? This is none of your business, scum. Get out while you still can.
I'm sure if we ask them real nicely, they'll just leave. You heard the man, lawbreakers. Surrender now, or else.
You really are as dumb as you look, aren't you? Kill them both, men.
Sticking up for the little guy is what I do best. I was just passing through when I heard the commotion. I'm hunting Skavik too. He stole my starship. I'll take any help I can get. Keep my name out of that report, all right?
Let's not be here when the local security shows up. We don't have time to answer questions. Maybe we should go see if Darmus knows anything new about Skavik.
See? What'd I tell ya? It's the captain from Rogan the Butcher's bounty posting. Are we lucky or what?
I never doubted you for a second, lover. You've always been my lucky star.
Ugh, you two make me sick. Hold it right there, Captain.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Too bad. It found you anyway. Now die like a good little bounty. Come on, you two. Let's cremate this fool and get rich.
Your friends have so much to live for. Why get them killed?
Ooh, tough talk from a scum on the run. I'm not afraid of you. I've got a flamethrower.
Ease off, Scorch. I have a bad feeling about this captain. Looks like more than we can handle.
Not man enough for a real challenge? Don't know what you see in this guy, Igara.
More than you could ever show me. Rilo, this bounty's worth more money than we could earn in a month.
All right, lover, but stay behind me. I don't want you getting hurt over a lousy stack of credits.
Listen to me, I'm not who you think I am.
Oh, please, that's what they all say.
I'm giving you one last chance to back off.
Alright, I'm officially bored. You'll be a lot more interesting when you're on fire. Let's burn it up! Woo!
Huh?
Let's get him.
Having some trouble with bounty hunters, Captain?
I can't help that I'm popular with all the wrong people.
Being famous has its drawbacks, doesn't it?
I hear Black Sun's on an emergency recruitment drive, and you had an altercation at the spaceport. I take it my lead was worthwhile.
Turns out, there's a Celestin lawman chasing Skavik too.
It's always good to have friends with common interests.
While we wait for Skavik to make his next move, perhaps we could play a little sabacc?
I saw that one coming.
Corso, don't be such a spoiled sport. What do you say, Captain? First game's on me.
What's the harm in a friendly game of cards?
Don't say I didn't warn you, Captain.
Get us a round of drinks, won't you, Corso? There's a good man. Let's deal some cards. You win again. That was very impressive.
Impressive? The Captain just cleaned your chrono, Darmus.
I'd say you've played this game before.
I never said I was a beginner.
And I'm a victim of my assumptions. Well played, my friend. Hold on. I'm receiving an alert from my network. This may be what we've been waiting for. Looks like your efforts have paid off, Captain. My informants just witnessed Skavik fighting someone and fleeing into Justicar's territory. We have him.
Did your informant say who Skavik was fighting?
An alien of some sort, according to this report. Very peculiar. The Justicars don't tolerate outsiders in their sector. Skavik must truly be desperate to risk his life going there.
He's a scared little man running out of options.
It would seem so. Justicars are heavily armed ex-soldiers. It's no exaggeration calling them an army. My informants are a brother and sister named Jik and Jewel. They know where to find Skavik. I'll tell them you're coming. Play your hand carefully in the Justicar sector. My instincts tell me Skavik hasn't shown all his cards yet.
Skavik won't get away from me this time.
Good luck to you, Captain. I hope you make Skavik pay all his debts.
Captain, right? About time you got here. Thanks to you, the Justicar snagged my brother Jik. Should have never tangled ourselves in your cloudhead business.
What do you mean by Cloudhead?
You're from where the air is thin and heads are soft. This is Turferland. Wise up and grab some ground. I'm Jewel. My brother Jik and I were watching Skavik for you. Big mistake. Nothing but trouble. Things always go bad for turfers when cloudheads come down here. Never should have took this job.
Plenty of other ways to earn a living, kid.
What do you know? You live in the clouds. You don't know anything about Turferland. Jik and I were tailing Skavik when the Justicars came after us. Jik stuck to Skavik, I drew the Justicars. I lost those helmet brains easy, but they snagged Jik and hauled him off to their detention center.
I could lend a hand if you need one.
Like you have a choice. Our bad luck is your bad luck. Jik knows where Skavik went, but he didn't have time to spill it to me before they snagged him. You want Skavik? Better prowl into the Justicar's detention center and free my brother.
Jailbreaks aren't exactly easy, kid.
Like I don't know that? But listen, I got an idea how to do it. Once inside the detention center, you have to bash all the Justicar droid eyes. That's how they track intruders. If those droid eyes aren't rubble, the Justicars will know your face. You don't want that.
Are you making up more words? I've never heard of a droid eye before.
Whatever you call them. It's tech that watches the hallways, okay? Don't just stand there goggling at me. Get Jik out of that detention center before something happens to him.
I've been meaning to get some exercise.
Take this holo-transmitter with you. I want to talk to Jik as soon as you free him.
I take it you met the Justicars. You were supposed to contact me when you found Skavik. Have they hurt you?
Might as well spring the little fella while we're here.
Don't worry, I won't leave you in there. I'm really not an upstanding citizen.
I feel like my insides are coming out.
On your feet, chick. Let's get you out of here.
You're definitely not a Justicar. All they ever called me was gutter scum.
Chick, it's me, Jewel. Are you alright? What did those Justicars do to you?
Hey, sis. Knew you wouldn't forget about me. Who's the Cloudhead?
The Captain Darmus asked us to help. What happened when you followed Skavik? How come the Justicars snagged you?
Saw something I wasn't supposed to. You won't believe this, but I caught the Justicars trading supplies with the Empire.
How could that be? It doesn't seem possible.
Some turfers think a few Imperials stayed behind after the war ended. I always thought it was just stories to scare the kids.
Skavik and the Imperials were laughing about something. I'm not sure what. The Imperials took Skavik into the works.
The works, huh? Then that's where I'm going too.
Are you crazy, Cloudhead? That place is like instant death. If Skavik dropped to the works, you may as well go home. You wouldn't last 5 minutes.
We're pretty good. Bet we last 10 minutes.
The works is nothing but toxic ruins and berserk droids. People who go down there don't come back.
I'll do it blindfolded, just for fun.
Been nice knowing you, I guess.
I'd like to go home now. This is the worst party I've ever been to.
Jick, remember the tunnel we found? Crawl in and come to the warehouse. I'll hide you from the Justicars.
Great. I'm gonna smell like Rancor droppings for a week. Thanks for busting me out, Captain.
You're hurt pretty bad, Jake. Sure you can make it?
I've been beat up a lot worse than this. Well, not really. But I'll be alright.
Jick, take my holo transmitter from the captain before you leave. I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Don't be so dramatic. There's only a little torture. Good luck down in the works, Captain. You'll need it.
Mr. Van Ruby, it's even more exquisite than I imagined. This will be the perfect centerpiece for my gift to the Grand Moff.
Sure to learn you a nice, fat promotion. Maybe the Grand Moff will finally let you go home to Droman Kaz.
Watch your tone, Skavak. My agent is standing by at the spaceport ready to deliver the item. You have someone ready to receive it?
There's a twitchy little starship merchant named Fabizan in my docking bay. He'll accept my payment.
Lieutenant, transmit the signal. I don't know what you want with that grotesque trophy, Skavak, but it's all yours now.
Need any other priceless relics, Commander? Just let me know.
Your thieving days are over, Skavik.
Is it too much to ask that someone guard the entrance to our secret base?
Captain, seriously, I admire your persistence, but this is ridiculous.
How do you know this man, Skavak?
He's an acquaintance who just can't take a joke.
You're gonna be a floor stain when we're done with you, Skavik.
Corso, I heard about your job. Hey, don't let unemployment make you bitter, all right? You're the one who fouled up my identity record and sent half the galaxy chasing me? That wasn't very nice, Captain.
That's nothing compared to what's next.
Haven't you had enough revenge for one day? I can't believe you kept that Sullustan lawman alive. If it wasn't for the Justicars, the little runt might have actually caught me.
Enough of this. The captain is your problem, Skavak. Deal with it.
Commander, would you mind vaporizing the captain for me? I've got places to be.
Skavak! Blast that scoundrel, always leaving me to clean up his messes.
You could just let me go.
No, and I'm afraid you won't be leaving here. We'll give you a very nice, unmarked grave.
Who
do you think you are giving me orders? You're as good as dead, you alien filth.
Miel's just doing his job, Commander.
Spare me your false heroics. Men, kill this alien scum!
We'll get you to a Kolto tank.
Poor little guy. He didn't deserve to go out like this.
Jiska Gava Koyota. Tu bando Bakawonki.
3 words, pal. Where's my ship?
Mukutuni ompi bedwana ni bobo chopaduma. The piska kukapa mi wata. Potenya noche te porta. Tu batulia musta. Mo grande tempo tu muki tonka. Jimo, uben kon al pi isti patoka.
For the last time, where's my starship?
Iskangri topat, pombo kita kun boska boya. Jeska koli raka kanchanga, bomba kunchinka.
Not yet. But you owe the captain something for all his trouble.
Wafuma do bota donwi wanki wakoba jakamuka.
What are my options?
You're at least get your nanga what you cospa. Ini kontinga. Yo canta bata chawa. Uermo. Mukilima wahota. Fui baniaga twipi tabo katonka. Wana waka.
Beat it before I shoot you.
Uno ponga wa uni kupa. Tok makitogi. Chochin wampa la agua jikuska. Pasa topiska.